Yo, I freaking love comic books, yo. Like I really do. Like comic books, it's his own thing. Like it's his own medium, his own type of media. Um, it's not a book, it's not a film. Like with like books with just words on the page. Um, you know, words on the page is like you're reading it. It's like it's telling you everything. It's telling you everything. It's in Carceron, by the way. Um, but books tell you everything, and then you read the pages, and it's up to you to imagine it. Basically hallucinating, which that in of itself, books are freaking cool because 10,000 people can read the same book, and this book can exist in 10,000 different ways. This book is alive in 10,000 different ways and 10,000 different imaginations, people. So that books in itself are extremely cool. And then other forms of media is, films like TV shows, like what you're watching right now. It's a video, it's sound, and you can see my facial expressions, and I can make jokes and da-da-da-da. You can see what's in the background, this tree, da-da-da-da. Then you got like sound, music, whatever. Comic books, yo, it's his own form of media, And with films and TV shows, it's like books are like telling you everything, and it's up to you to imagine it in your own way. Film, TV shows is showing you, still telling you, but mostly showing you. And there's elements of music and dialogue and everything and colors, and of course. And it's not, there's still a lot of films that like make the viewers use their imagination, It's like a lot of people masterfully can do that, to where it's like it's showing you, but it's not showing you everything. But you're seeing it in real time, motion, moving. Comic books, it's literally like just frames. It's like a snapshot in time, and it's like it's not obviously not it's not move, it's static. It's a, let me see, I'm gonna show one I'm reading right now. Cyberpunk. You have my Cyberpunk 2077. You have my word. I'm gonna get into this. Basically, comic books. Comic books are amazing in their own way too. Because I feel because comic books, it only shows you a frame or certain frames at a time. But I feel like the best comic books, even though it's only showing one frame of a scene and it's like dialogue and stuff, there's certain elements, there's certain things you can do with the layout, the composition, the colors, you just everything to make it seem like it's alive, like the comic book, like that frame is like real. And there, I feel like there still is that element of like it's like you're seeing it, but you're only seeing a frame, but still you can like imagine it in your head, Like let me see. Like I haven't even gotten this far yet, but like this one, let me see. Like this page right here is like, I haven't read this yet, this page yet, but it's like you see somebody like lifting weights. You can see the strain in their face and da-da-da-da. You can like imagine this scene in your head, Maybe I can see that. But you could do so much with comic books, yo. You could do so much with comic books, for real. And I also like comic books. So basically, for me personally, this year I've been reading a lot more books, and mainly comic books. And oh yeah, like I didn't even say, I fell back in love with comic books, yo. I fell back in love with comic because I used to love comic books when I was a kid. I used to let me see. I think I used to read a little bit of Calvin and Hobbs. I'm about to say Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants, I wouldn't say that's a comic book, but it's a lot of drawings in there, and Also, kind of same thing for Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's even less of a comic book. It's not a comic book, but it's even less than Captain Underpants. But also, I remember I got like once I got some like comic books from like it was like I used to get like hand-me-downs, like clothes and books and stuff, and somebody gave me I read like Mega Man, like I did read Dragon Ball Z, and also one of the most significant memories of comic books for me was when my I think it was my aunt, my great aunt had passed away, and so we all, give our condolences. It came to the house, and they was basically divvying up, her stuff, giving stuff away, what they wanted to keep, what they wanted to give away. And I seen some comic books, some like old comic books from like 1971. I think that was the oldest one. And I was just so excited. But I'm probably like 7, 8, something around that age. And yeah, and they let me have them. Let me have the comic books. I think it was like at least 6 different comic books. It was like Daffy Duck, or like Harold and the Duck or something like that. It was I think one was Superman, and then one was like Haunted House. One was The Inhumans. I don't know if I forget if it's DC or Marvel. But yeah, so I used to be really into comic books and read them as a kid. And at one point, I literally made my own comic book, and I wish I could find those drawings, yo. Honestly, it's probably in the trash somewhere, but I literally created my own comic book when I was a kid, yo. Like I remember, like my design and everything. It was like a guy with like spiky hair with like a cool jacket on. He was kind of like a cool dude vibe kind of thing, like saving the day. Also at that time, I was really into like animation. Like my I used to use my little sister's Nintendo DS, to create like animations and stuff. Yo, and they still, I gotta find those. They still got them. I gotta see those, because it was actually like good. I remember like everybody was like, yo, how did you make that? And then I used to make like the flipbook animations on like little sticky notes, like and Lego animations. I have my own Lego city, a little small Lego city, and I have a car and little characters and stuff like. Man, I used to be into all that, but I don't know when, but I guess stopped. Actually, I think I know when. Yeah, it was basically when my family got, we all kind of got split up. Nothing like bad, just circumstances. And a lot of my stuff was lost in that move, when we got split up. So now looking back, I realized, yeah, that's probably the main reason why I stopped. But yeah, since my trip, Christmas last year, 2024, shortly after that, I had that trip and that shift. A lot of stuff from my childhood was coming back to me. And in different ways. One, just smells. I was like, it's crazy because now, like I mentioned this in my Thanksgiving video, I've been having like a lot of smells. I just smell something randomly. And there's nothing even around me that smell like that. I just smell something randomly, and it bring me back to when I was 3 years old in daycare. And the lady who used to watch us watching Judge Judy, or like Maury or some shit. Or bring me back to like how like my elementary school used to smell, or like how like books or the library used to smell, It started after my shift early this year, stuff like that. I would get random smells. I'm like, yo, I forgot about that. Like, it's like a memory was like unlocked through a smell. And basically this whole year, it should be getting stronger and stronger, especially recently on Thanksgiving. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of stuff from my childhood was coming back. I mentioned smells, and in this case, it was comic books. I forget exactly what day it was or when it happened. I forget. But honestly, it might have started when I went back home. I went back home to Baltimore to speak on this panel for this program I was in. And I visited my favorite bookstore, and I got this book. at the bookstore. Vern the Custodian of the Universe. This book, yo, I don't know, like, and again, just to paint the picture, it's like, I haven't read a comic book since I was like 11. Like none, like animation and stuff like that. I used to be really into that, but I didn't do none of that since then. Now I'm 20, what was I, 24? Yeah, early this year I was 24. And I just randomly see it. Usually I get like books, like history or whatever, Black civilization, ancient technology stuff. But I seen this book, and I was just instantly when I saw it, I was like, yo, I gotta get this book. It was like something, as soon as I seen it, something just like clicked within me. I'd never seen it before, but just like comic books in general, it was like, yo, yeah, I used to love comic books. And I just got it instantly. As soon as I saw it, I picked it up and just got it. This one I just love because so many reasons. But just look at the art. Look, just the first page alone. Look at that art. Like, look at that. So much more too. So much more here. I'm gonna try to find these one more before I go to the next one. Like, it's a good book, by the way. It's a cool concept. Cool concept. It's like he works for this company where he's like literally the custodian of the universe. His job is to like clean up messes and repair dimensions and stuff. And there's like a whole journey he goes on and all that. Cool book. Definitely a cool book. And it's a black character. I love seeing black characters. That's a whole nother thing. I noticed like a lot of, like since I've gotten back into comic books, there's a lot of stories. It's like not a lot of black people, or like it's a lot of black people that's like the side characters or like the villain or something like that. And it's like, I appreciate when I see like black leads, you know, that's not just like a side character or afterthought. And in some comic books, it's like, it was no black people at all. I was like, dang. Those were like more of the older ones. But it's like, dang. Anyway, what's the point I'm saying? But yeah, it's like I've comic book. I used to love comic books, and now it's like I've fell back in love with it. I just love it as an art form. Also, I am definitely going to be creating my own comic books one day. I'll be creating my own comic books. For sure. Not just comic books, probably books as well, whether it's novels or like maybe like self-help books, whatever. But comic book, and that's the thing. Since I fell back in love with comic books earlier this year, I started having more and more ideas. Excuse me. For comic books. Like, at this point, I got like at least 24 different, like completely different stories. Which I haven't really told anybody about. I told some people, but I don't really want to tell anybody because I'm telling y'all, of course, but I'm waiting to really. I'm the type that really pop out with shit. I'm not really I prefer not to really talk about exactly what I'm doing, unless it's like maybe promotion or it could benefit me in some way or whatever. Or I just feel called to share it. Maybe show the process of me making it, which I definitely will be doing some stuff like that. But yeah, I like to get stuff done, then pop out with it, you feel me? So, damn. I got hiccups, damn. And also with these ideas for comic books, I'm gonna create. I also have ideas for put my stories into beyond comic books, like film, TV shit. Like I got so many ideas, even like music stuff. I got so many ideas that I will be doing. It's not just this faraway dream or things that, oh yeah, that would be nice. That'd be really cool. Whatever. It's like, nah, like that shit is attainable. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do the damn thing. Someday I will have my own. Hey, me not say too much, but I'm building a lot right now. It's a lot that's incubating. I've already written stuff out and all that. In the next couple of years, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. But anyway, so with the stories I'm creating for my comic books I'm making, it's very interesting how it happened, because also during that time, early this year, probably like February, March, April, that's when I started getting back into comic books, like reading and then creating my own. Basically, it's funny because for the longest time, I've always had like ideas for like skits and stuff. You know, like you see like skits on like social media, either short ones or like longer ones, or some people have like series and stuff, skits and scenes and little, you know. I've always had ideas for stuff like that. But in this case, when I had an idea of something, which I'm not gonna say because I'm protecting my IP right now. I don't want to say it just yet. Y'all gonna see. It'll probably, what I'm talking about right now, it'll probably be my first one I ever release, first comic book, but we'll see. Anyway, I had the idea for this skit, for this scene, but basically, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could have it as like a skit and record, but what about making it like a short film or whatever, or I was like, you know what? Actually, maybe I think I could turn it into a movie. I was like, actually, I don't know. I think for now, I should make it a book. I was like, actually, no, comic book. And as soon as I had the idea of comic book, it was like something just clicked. I'm like, a comic book. Because at that point, I had never even, not since my childhood, I had never even thought of making a comic book. So when the idea of making a comic book came up, I was like, yo, something about this just feels right to make this a comic book. And I just went, I dived in and just started writing. So now it's the point where I have like 24 completely different comic book ideas, just story ideas in general, but right now, comic books. And yeah, the point I was trying to make with that is that I allowed the idea to find its form. I allowed the idea to find the proper form it was meant to be in. I didn't have the idea and be like, oh, it has to be a skit or it has to be a little short film, whatever. It's like I allowed the idea to flow, to naturally, organically find the right medium to express the idea in, you know? And I think comic books are a beautiful medium to express ideas. Like you can do a lot with comic books. You really can. Like one frame of a comic book, like one page can be so like lively, almost like it's jumping off the page. Like it's skillful. You gotta be skillful to make a comic book, I feel. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on right now. So, but I forgot what else I was about to say, but I ain't even get to I literally got comic books right here. So, cause I was sitting out here reading, so I just got this one. Like I said, Cyberpunk 2077. You have my word. I read my first Cyberpunk 2077 I read was Cyberpunk Blackout. That was a good one. And I feel like that was a good first one for me to read. That was really cool. That was really cool. Also, my favorite genre definitely is sci-fi. Definitely is sci-fi. Sci-fi, fantasy. Definitely like action and adventure. I kind of like suspense, crime, thrillers as well. Plus comic books. Movies, my favorite genre. Yeah, definitely sci-fi, but also horror. I grew up watching a lot of horror stuff, so I love horror stuff. But yeah, so far I think I only read the first chapter. But yeah, it's real cool, man. It's about the Valentino gang. I don't know if it's a gang, but the Valentinos. Yeah, Valentino gang. Somebody just got murked, and then they gotta the story kind of like just picking up with this. But anyway, oh, yeah, nigga, this book right here, The Last Ronin. I finished this a couple days ago. Yo, it's the Ninja Turtles. But it's the last. It's yo, hands starting to get cold. This book, yo, I'm just trying to find like a page in here or something, like a fight scene or something. Let me see, something like this. This is like towards the end of the book, but here is one page in there. But you can see how it's like just the artwork, like jumping up the page, good fight scenes in here. I ain't know Ninja Turtles was. That's the thing. Honestly, this the first Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book, comic book I ever read. You know, I kind of wish I grew up, or I read previous ones growing up, or just before I read this one. But this was a good. Like I could tell this is like a OG kind of comic book, like, because it's literally like it's the last Ronin. I'm not gonna say which one it is, but it's like in the futuristic dystopian society where he goes back to avenge his, I don't want to spoil it, but avenge his clan, you feel me? And it's also, I appreciate comic books even more now because I'm making my own, and I can like learn from like the great ones, like this one. Let me see what else I read. Let me see. Well, this one I just got. This was a good one. Public domain. It's about like I think it's about like a comic book writer who doesn't get credit for his work or something like that, and faces struggles with the company, whatever. What else I got? Ooh. I definitely could have said more about The Last Ronin. I think the point I was trying to make was that I could tell this is like imagine, like I could tell this is like a treat for like the OG Ninja Turtle comic book readers, like from when it was first, from the younger years. I mean, like imagine Harry Potter. Like imagine like reading the Harry Potter books, like reading all of them, watching all the movies, and then 20 years from now they come out with like a new film where Harry Potter's like 50 years old. It's like the finale or whatever, and it's like he's in the future. He got a freaking robot wand or some shit. Like, but it's like a tribute to the series, but it's like you know what I mean? It's like basically just a tribute, kind of thing. I could tell that's what this is. I could feel it. Just reading this, I could feel like, man, like I wish I read the early comic books for Ninja Turtles, because a lot of references. It's like I could tell there are a lot of references in here, but I just don't know where it's from. I could tell, yeah, that's something from like a previous comic book, but yeah, I wouldn't know because but yeah. Anyway, which one is this? Book 3. This book, Promethea. This is like an older book, and it's not really common. Like I think I first looked it up. I first heard about it because I was, cause a strategy I use is like I'll come up with like an idea for like a book or a story, whatever, comic book, and then I'll kind of I'll say like the main, like the genre and like main plot points of my story, and then ask like AI, like what other stories are similar to this one, so I can avoid like doing the exact same thing, or just seeing if there's anything else that I can take inspiration from to create my idea, my story. And this was one of them. Promethea. Yo, this is book 3. So I read, there's 5 books in total. I've read 1, 2, and 3. This is just, like, it's very like occultic, like esoteric shit in here. Like if you can't like see that there's like more shit going on in this book than what you see, or you think it's just a story, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like it's to me, it like screams that this is like some esoteric shit, occultic shit. And it's like, it's good. Like it's good story, good artwork. Let me show you an example. I think this is when they went to like one of the realms, the higher realms or something like that, where these are like astral beings or people exist in the higher, or just afterlife, I forget. But in this particular series, I love because this is the first comic book in recent years, like as an adult, that I read that's like, yo, this is the kind of shit I want, like I aspire to make people feel. Like I really felt something. Like you can really like feel like, or understand or receive messages from this shit, yo. And yeah, and for me, I love this series as well. Dang, it's about 26 minutes. I don't make this too long, but for me, I like Promethea because this type of stuff that's in it, like genre and just the plot and everything, I'm always in my head thinking about like having like thought experiments, think about existence and life after death. What really happens in the higher realms? Are we in different dimensions? Are we in a simulation? Are there parallel universes? Is there an astral realm? Are there levels to the afterlife? You know, can you get stuck in this plane, but can you ascend into this plane and this plane? What's the highest of the highest? What's the highest of the highest of the highest? Like, this touches on a lot of stuff, like existence and stuff, which it's so cool to me, yo. It's so freaking cool. So, yeah. So far, this is probably my favorite or most impactful comic book for me, personally. Let's see what else I got here. Talk about that. I read this one. Let me see. This is Outer Darkness. I like this one. I just wish it was like one more book. Wish there was more to it. But yeah, Outer Darkness, it was cool. It was cool concepts. Cool concept. Definitely more cartoony. I'm gonna try to, let me see, show you a little bit. It's like Captain of the Ship, outer space. Definitely sci-fi, obviously. Very cool. Very cool. Some cool artwork in there. You know. 28 minutes. This one, Alex plus Ada. This was a good one. I like this. It's like kind of like not a rom-com, but like kind of romance. It's like sci-fi romance. He's a human, she's a robot or companion or whatever. I got all three of the books. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It reminds me of something like a TV show. Like this could be. I feel like this could be like a TV show on like Hulu or something, Netflix or something. Like a little sci-fi joint. It's interesting because this one, it takes place mostly in his apartment, but yet it's still like hella impactful. Like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I would read this again. For sure. What else? I read this one. Oh yeah, the Spider King. The Spider King. It's just something about the artwork. I love the artwork, yo. And cool story as well. I feel like a lot of times, certain comic books is like they have like great art, but it's not much substance to it. Like it's not a great plot, or like the dialogue is terrible, or like predictable, or like stuff just don't make sense. But I like this one. Cool concept. I also I like alien. Like I said, I like sci-fi stuff, so like aliens, basically what happens if, basically it was like a alien artifact or technology, or alien crashed in the age of the Vikings. Yeah, that's what makes this so cool. It's like alien meets like Vikings kind of thing. Anyway, I'm gonna speed run through this. Only got a couple more left. This one, the Power Fantasy, I haven't read this in a while, so I forget exactly what it's about, but the premise behind it is similar to one of my comic books that I want to create. I'm going to create. Like I said, sometimes I put like my premise and genre into like AI, and then say like what other stories are similar. This is one that came up, and I'm so glad I found this one. It's called the Power Fantasy. The Power Fantasy. Definitely gotta reread it. But yeah, this was a good one too. Cool concept. Basically, it's like, I think it's like 6 powerful beings that call like atomics, and there's a whole drama and conflict and politics and war behind it and stuff, and they trying to keep each other in check so they don't destroy the world and shit. Yeah, really good. Then this was another one that was also recommended to me. Actually, this one was Power Fantasy and this one was recommended to me by somebody in a comic book shop dude. It's called The Wicked Plus the Divine. This one is pretty cool. I gotta reread this one. It's been a while, but I remember liking it. I remember really liking it. The artwork, especially, I really like. It's definitely different. It's somewhat similar to Power Fantasy in that it's like these magical beings or like godlike beings and stuff, but there's his own twist on it. I think she's the main character right here, and then she's like a god that, I think she's like the first god she meets, and then and all that. So, but I want to show. I remember this. It was like a dude. First let me show this one. This is my second favorite art on here, or drawing, or whatever you call it. My finger's freezing up. Yeah, this is kind of freaky, but I think this is like this kind. I don't know what style this is. This shit hard to me. Like, I love it. I'm trying to show this one particular one though. With the dude. Where he at? This one. Hold up, 1 second. I missed it. I missed it. Here I go. Nah, this shit hard. Got the shades on, got the chain on. Remember, we got the lightning in the background, shining. Yo. So, and the last one, this one, Joker. So this is the black DC Black Label, which I didn't really understand what that was, I guess, until I read this. This is the back of it. Like the back of it, it's the front of it. This was really good. This was the first time I've ever read anything about the Joker. And it's interesting that this particular book I read for Joker for the first time. Like, I didn't know he was that. Maybe it's just because it's the Black Label, but I didn't know Joker. Like, you really get to see how crazy the Joker is, yo. Like, this nigga's insane. Like, crazy. It's definitely some stuff I can't even show. But I want to at least show one. See, there we go already. I definitely can't show that. It's like a different style. Even like the pages itself, it feels different. And I like it. What else we got? I think Rhino was in here. The dude, he's like or wherever he is, alligator, whatever the fuck he is. The dude right here. But yeah, this one was good. Anyway, I won't make this too long. But yeah, I just wanted to say I love comic books. I really do. I'm looking forward to creating them. And but yeah, matter of fact, I might show more on my channel. But anyway, that's all for now. Peace.